It's here, the final game of the season. It's the season finale for the Miami Dolphins as they face off against AFC East rivals, the New England Patriots. The Patriots got something to play for. The Dolphins do not. Can Mike McDaniel, Quinn Ewers, and the Dolphins pull an upset to finish this tumultuous season off? We're about to find out, aren't we? What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We're back here for another one. Appreciate each and every one of you coming through, man. I was watching that intro and, man, all the good times we've had, you know, during from 2022, 2023, man, seems so distant. And now here we are, another season ending. And like Sleazy Meta said in the chat, last game for 7 months. But don't worry, I got you covered on all the offseason stuff. We're going to get into the draft stuff, the free agent stuff, baby. You know, Phinside The NFL is your number one source when it especially comes to the draft and the offseason. I always got you locked in. So since it's the last game of the season, I want to shout out everyone in the chat. One last roll call. Shout out to Pro Special, the Immortal Ruck, Alan, Robert Thomason, Keep It Real, Nathan Berkey, Cash Lyons, son of Mike McDaniel, the homie Penn Peastries out there. Shout out to her. Dolphin03, Christopher Rain, Josh Miller, Brock Webster, Daniel Barry. Shout out to all you. Michael Lombardo, Sleazy Meta, like I mentioned earlier. Ty Blake, TE2934. Thomas Malloy, Darth Vader. How's it going, sir? Chuck Fins Up. How are you doing, sir? Chuck. Hope you're good, homie. Topher. What's up, bro? Biggie, Mark, Lemony Crawdad, TCTC Super V, D Hugga, NNEEVV, GGE Jeeves. Yo, what's up? Swamp Donkey. Rory, what's going on? Yo, you make a good point. Can I be honest with you, dog? I was thinking about, I'm going to be completely honest with you, all right? Shout out to Topher, because he made a real good point, actually. But it's not even about the point. It's actually what I was thinking about. You know, when we do that long intro during the game days, Topher, what you're talking about here, I was thinking, well, maybe for the intro this offseason, I just cut out the graphic where you see, you know, that computer-like graphic where the button comes down, presses the button, the chip comes up, and it turns into Phinside the NFL. I just might make that. It's quick, it's efficient, and I got to get a new intro because I was watching that intro being like, oh my God, so much of this needs to be changed. Holy jeez, you ain't lying. Oh my God. Shout out to Nathan Berkey for joining the Hall of Fame. Go check out. I dropped a insider little information a couple days ago on the post. Same for you, Thomas Malloy. Go check those out. They're under posts. If you're a Patreon, you can check the video format out. D Hugga, what's going on? How you doing, sir? Last game of the season, start of a new direction, we hope. Listen, we're gonna really go over in the post-game show. The post-game show, y'all are going to want to tune in after we do this game today because we're going to talk a lot. There's a lot of information that's come out the last 2 days. I'm going to tell you some stuff. We're going to go, you know, Patrons already know this, man. There's changes coming. I think there's staff changes coming, even if McDaniel does stay, and I'm going to be opening the lid on a few things. But the post-game show, we're going to talk a lot about this. There's some articles, some excerpts from articles we got to go over. It's going to be a really in-depth post-game show, so make sure you tune in after the game for that post-game show, all right? Make sure you come in. It's also going to be the last post-game show, but I'm going in. I got some stuff set up for that show. Don't worry. Now, I saw someone in the chat asked about playoff positioning. It ain't good right now. All right? It ain't good. First of all, your inactives, Tua Tagovailoa, Cam Miller, Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, Minka Fitzpatrick, Chop Robinson, Austin Jackson. Opening kickoff. Listen, I'm going to say this. Looking at those inactives, if you don't go get a quarterback in that first round, okay? If you're not getting a weapon like a Kenyon Sadiq or Jordan Tyson or Carnell Tate, I've said this. Spencer Fano, Francis Moe-Noah. Get rid of Austin Jackson. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. It's time to move off. Francis Moe-Noah from Miami, Spencer Fano from Utah. Give me one of those two guys. I'm tired of this. I'm also down for a corner. Man, you got to be open because right now, speaking of our draft selection, doesn't look like we're going to move up much, people. Drake May, after the kickoff handoff, 4-yard. Oh, it's being pushed forward. 7-yard, 8-yard gain from Ramondre Stevenson. But it doesn't look good in terms of our draft pick. I saw someone in the chat was asking about our draft pick status or whatever. Doesn't look good. We're still at 11. New Orleans, they lost. Cincinnati, they lost. If the Jets lose, they lock in the number 2 pick. Vegas locked in the number 1 pick. So I think the only people we can jump are what, Kansas City? Because Cincinnati lost too to Cleveland. I don't know how that happened. Nothing went our way. And there you go. Big run. Stevenson, he's taking it to the house. Taking it down inside the 10. Man, I wanted a competitive game. Mm. 56-yard run. Down to the Miami 5. Here we go. Bradley Chubb, he reached thresholds for both playing time and sacks to trigger a $15.15 million incentive. However, the Miami defense needs to finish in the top 20 in points per game. Heading into this game, they're 21st at 24.1. Atlanta, they were at 24, but they allowed less than that today. So, yeah, not a good start for his bonus. Atlanta allowed 17. So they gotta, yeah, that was too easy too. A 5-yard touchdown run for Travion Henderson. Game, set, match already. 7-0 New England. Extra points, good. Just like that. I'll tell you one thing, if McDaniel's back, so is Anthony Weaver. I mean, like, let's be honest here, right? Look at it this way. If McDaniel's back, so is Weaver, because he isn't getting a head coaching job based on how this defense has played this season. Let's be real here. Okay? So, I mean, you got continuity. I wanted to fight. You know what I mean? I wanted to fight. You want to hear something about the Giants, though? This is crazy about the Giants. Check this out. If the Giants, and the Giants did end up winning today, okay? So the Giants won today. They became 8-30 in their last 38 games. All right, check this out, though. 4 of those 8 wins will have been in week 17 or 18 when they're long eliminated from playoff contention and only playing for draft positioning. Think about that. They're 8-30 in their last 38 games. 4 of those 8 wins have been in week 17 or 18 when they're already eliminated from the playoffs and playing for draft positioning. That's crazy. That is like hilarious. That's funny. Man, I hope the Jets win. I'm rooting for the Jets to win. I don't want them to get the number 2 pick. Then again, if they get the number 2 pick, does Dante Moore go back? Ty Simpson to the Jets, number 2 overall. Yeah, it's Buffalo though, right? Buffalo gonna whoop that ass. Let's be real. Hey man, listen. Last year, this is how you know I'm a tape guy. Last year, I told all y'all he wasn't ready, and he didn't look ready. In the first half of the collegiate season, Arch didn't look ready. But I've said it and I'll keep saying it. Since that Mississippi State game on October 25th, he's looked like the dude he was hyped up to be. He was fantastic against Michigan a couple days ago. That 63-plus yard run, he reached a top speed higher than Saquon Barkley's fastest run this year. So I think another season of Arch going to be the number 1 pick. Art's going to be the number 1 pick if it keeps going this rate, man. For sure. Hey, man, I like Chambliss. I think what's going to hold him back is his size. But, dude, national championships in D2, doing what he's doing in the playoffs right now. I told all y'all, Chambliss impressed the hell out of me. I thought it was the best performance of the playoffs in that last round. It was better than Mendoza, I thought. Mendoza was good, too. Ewers under center. Fakes the toss. Bootlegs to the left. He's using his legs. He's off and running, and he's got about 8.5. All right. Are they going to give him the first? They give him 9. So 9 yards. Come on, Ewers. No HN, no Waddle. This team decides it's going to tank on the final day of the season and hang their young quarterback out to dry. Okay. All right, Quinn. I believe. Quinn in the gun. Fakes it. He's a little screen out to right. Right. He's got the first down. He's got about 4 yards. Yeah, I think Chambliss' only thing that's going to hold him back is going to be his size. Well, I think people were expecting more to come out and rip up Texas Tech. Texas Tech was one of the best defenses in the playoffs. Texas Tech, they were legitimate. All right. I think a lot of people were just sleeping on how good Texas Tech is. And they didn't have to have him do a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, hold on. I'll get back to that in a second. Ewers under center, handoff. Nah, maybe 1 yard. Maybe 1 yard. But, I mean, you look at Texas, you look at Dante Moore. 70% completion percentage against one of the best defenses in the playoffs. They weren't asking him to, hey, go out and stretch the field. They didn't need him to, right? All right. Quick throw to Greg Dulcich, and that is going to be about a 3-yard pickup. All right, 3rd and 6. Ewers in the gun. 2x2 set. Running back to his left. Takes a snap. Looking. He's got the man over in the middle, but he takes the deeper shot and makes the throw. Great stuff to Theo Weiss Jr. Wow. That was very, very impressive. Wow. Great job by Quinn, man. Ewers handoff. Ewers looks good on this first drive, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Ewers in the pistol. Fakes the handoff. Rolls back out. Doesn't have Dulcich. He does, though. And Dulcich made the catch. Holy jeez. Dulcich along the sideline with not much room to work with. And the ball being bobbled a little bit ends up keeping the feet in. Makes the catch. And that's phenomenal stuff by Greg Dulcich. Unbelievable. Ewers. Ball at the 18, handoff. That's a first down. All right, Ewers. Screen, quick out. Malik Washington. Nice 8-yard gain, man. Let's go. All right, toss right side. Shut down. 2nd and 1. Yards lost. Run to the right side. Borum's in there. And so is Nick Westbrook-Akini. He's active. I don't know why. They're giving up a comp pick for these guys. All right. 3rd and 8. 7-yard loss. Ewers, slant. Made the throw. That's a first down. That, or right in front of it at least. Was that Taj Washington? I believe it was Taj Washington too. Yeah, it was Taj Washington. Great stuff. All right. Ewers fakes the handoff. Ewers throws it up. Back in the end zone. Oh! Cedric Wilson can't make the catch. I mean, you went for it. Turnover. You got to take the sticks, kid. You got to take the sticks, kid. Wow. Ball turned over. Wilson needs to make that catch. Cedric Wilson needs to make that catch, man. That was a good throw. The sticks. Safer throw was to target the sticks. But Ewers targets Wilson Jr. in the back of the end zone. Actually makes the throw in tight coverage, but Wilson Jr. can't come down with it. Ewers did his part. But Cedric Wilson didn't. So turnover on downs. Man. Man, that sucks. I thought Ewers made the throw, man. You know, I did look like first down to me too, John. Originally, I thought it did too. But man, Ewers looks good. Ewers made that throw. I'm going to say it. Ewers made that throw. It was a bad spot. You're right, Logan. I agree. I agree. All right. Under center, I formation, Drake May, 5:50 left in the first. From their own 8-yard line, handoff up the middle. And again, the push. No whistle, just a big push. 7-yard run. So 2nd and 3 now at the at the New England 15. Yeah, it was a good throw by Ewers, man. You got to catch. Cedric got to catch that, man. May. First down, wide open, soft coverage underneath. Okay, Sean Booty. First down. Easy. Peasy. 11-yard gain. With a weak draft and Ewers' progress, I would draft to fill holes on the roster. Maybe go with Ewers next year and wait until the. Hey, I'm down. I'm down, especially if Dante goes back. But I'd be down to draft a guy outside of day one. Fake the handoff, end around, give to the other side, and that is going to be a decent chunk gained. 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 now at the New England 31. Time ticking away. Yeah, I would be down. Listen, I've said this before. Hey, man, if Quinn works out, it saves us a draft pick. Let's go. I'm down to fill the holes. 2nd and 5. But I'd still take a shot on a guy between the 2nd and 4th round. Especially in the 3rd. You got so many 3rd round picks. And that is stuffed. Zach Sealer, Jordan Brooks, and company in there. And that is a 1-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 at the New England 30. Travion Henderson goes nowhere. All right, 3rd down. Let's get the stop here. May in the gun. Running back to his right. 2-by-1. Push through. Oh, everyone misses. Benito misses. I think that was what? McClendon or Bell on the other side? I didn't see the number. Who missed that sack? I didn't see the number. Let me see. Bell face masked him. Got stiff armed. Oh my God. Oh. So the Patriots run the flea flicker and the Dolphins defense gets absolutely cooked. Chisholm turns it into a 35-yard gain. Pushed out of bounds at the Miami 28. Oh my God. Travion Henderson up the middle, like a 12, 13-yard gain. Tyrell Dotson calls our face mask. Brutal start for this defense. They're just getting chewed. This defense is just getting chewed, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what is Ewers going to do? Defense is getting destroyed. I listen. Are we sure McDaniel's coming back? I think he's coming back. More trickery as they motion Drake May out wide, go to like a wildcat, and they run it in for a touchdown from Andre Stevenson. And the route is already on. I hope the GM gets rid of everyone at this rate. The new GM should fire everyone. Let's be real here. At this rate, the new GM should fire everyone. Cancun on 3. Holy fuck. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Yo, that is the comment of the day. Oh my god. Oh, I'm trying to find it here. Where is it? I saw it in the Streamlabs chat. I'm trying to find it to highlight it right now, man. Oh, that shit had me laughing, man. It's so true. Oh man. Where is this? That was funny. I know who said it. It was Swamp Donkey Crypto. I just can't find it. I know it was Swamp Donkey that said it. Absolutely hilarious. Well, we're not even going to get a fight. They're just going to go out with another whimper in the night. Where does Swamp Donkey Crypto? How am I not even seeing any Swamp Donkey's messages right now? Yeah, right there. Touchdown. Swamp Donkey Crypto on 3. I see it. Yeah, why is that's weird? All right, under center, Ewers looks to throw. He's got his man. He's got Taj Washington. Let's go. Handoff, Jalen Wright, 5-yard gain. We're getting whooped in Boston is what's happening right now. Yo, Swamp Donkey, if you're in the chat, can you say something right now, bro? I need Swamp Donkey Crypto to say something if you're in the chat right now, brother. And guys, do me the favor, smash the like button. We're only at 73 likes. It's over 300 of you watching right now. Smash that like button. I would be down for Caleb Downs, but we're not. He's not going to be there by the time we pick. I think you're gonna have a better shot at well, I mean, again, it all depends. I mean, Nick Manowari wasn't like a first round pick till the combine happened. But I think you're gonna have a better shot at other guys like Dylan Thieneman from Oregon, Kamari Ramsey, Emmanuel McNeil Warren from Toledo. I think those guys you'll have a better shot at, right? AJ Halsey from LSU. I think you have a better shot. I think Caleb Downs will be gone by the time we pick, honestly. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. All right. For some reason, your Cancun thing went away. I don't know what. And I made you a mod too, Swamp Donkey. Hey, I mean, what do you got to lose at this? And let's be real. Ewers made the throw. Ewers made the throw. What do you got to lose at this point? All right, let's go. Let's punch it in, Quinn. Punch it in, Quinn. Come on. All right, Quinn under center from the 40-yard line. Single back. End around. Give to Malik. Malik cuts it back. He's got some blockers. Down to about the 25. Okay. Let's go. Come on, Quinn. I want to win with Quinn. Let's go. I believe in Quinn. All right, Quinn under center, fakes the handoff, bootlegs. He's got Julian Hill underneath. Good gain. Another 8. I love it. I love what we're seeing right now from Quinn. Quinn looks good, man. Take a guy on day 2 or early day 3. You know, we're not going to get a quarterback. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson needs to go back to school. Fake the handoff. Jalen Wright, left side. There's room. And he needed 2. He got about 5. That's another first down. All right. 14-0 Patriots right now. But Dolphins are driving. And Quinn was good on the first drive. All right. From the 12-yard line. Quinn. Strong pistol left. 1-by-1 receiver set. Motion Julian Hill left side. It's a run to that side. And that is Jalen Wright. And he is fighting and he's battling. And the ball is out. But Aaron Brewer gets on it. And I was about to praise Jalen Wright. You might be wondering too, reason. Why aren't you wearing a jersey? Usually when I'm in black because it's a funeral. It's the end of the season today. Either way, our season dies today, win or lose. All right. Ewers under center. 1-by-1 receiver set. Single back. Motion Ingold. Toss right side. Jalen Wright gets there. His knee was down. He's short. He was definitely short. Needed 3, got about 2. All depends on the spot. All depends on the spot. So now we got 3rd and 1. AJ's out. Yeah, AJ's out. All right, here we go. Quinn in the gun, trips left, single back. Handoff, Ollie Gordon. And he's going to get the first down. Just short. It's not going to be a touchdown. So it'll be 1st and goal from the New England 1. Yeah, he was short. All right. From the 1-yard line. Ewers under center. Heavy set. Motion. Ingold. Shut down. 1-yard loss. You're going to have to score on play action. You're going to have to score on play action. Here we go. Like, they're going to need to score on play action or something. It ain't coming on the ground. All right. Ewers under center. Trips left. Motion Ingold in the backfield. Single back. Fake the toss. And there's the play action to Malik. Literally, that's what needed to happen. Touchdown. Let's go. Quinn Ewers is looking good, man. Let's go, man. You know, listen. Let's say this. All right. Quinn Ewers continues to look impressive a little bit more with each start. 2 solid drives to start out on the road against a really good New England defense. I love it. I like what we're seeing from Quinn, man. Quinn, let's go, baby. Quinn Ewers looks good, man. Let's be real here. Quinn Ewers looks real good. He's getting better with each start, man. He really is. I am very, very impressed. So if the Dolphins lose and the Chiefs win, we will get the 10th pick. If we lose and the Chiefs lose, we stay at 11. If we win, we get like the 12th pick. So here you go. Get ready. Get ready. So if we lose and the Chiefs win, we get the 10th pick. I don't think that's happening, but hey, Chiefs are up 3-0 on Las Vegas. What we really need is Buffalo to throw in the towel. Need Buffalo to throw in. They're only up 7 on New York. We need Buffalo to lose to New York somehow, some way. Dante Moore. But then again, Dante Moore going to see the Jets get the number 2 pick and say, yo, I'm going back to Oregon. Yeah, Mr. Trubisky's in for the Bills. All right, here we go. 10-14 left in the second. May in the gun. 1-by-2 set. May steps back. Fires in a rifled pass towards the receiver, and it is broken up by Rasul Douglas. Incomplete. Rasul Douglas continues his strong season for the Dolphins. All over Kayshon Boutte for the incompletion. 10-11 left in the second. 14-7. Motion right side. Trips to that side. May back. Gets out of the pocket. He's on the run. He looks. He throws downfield. That's out of bounds. Dante Trader can't even make the interception out of bounds when it hits him in the numbers. That's scary. So Kenneth Grant flushed May out. Michael, if you're in Canada, it's on Fox. All right. 3rd and 10. from 35-yard line. May in the gun. 1x3 set. He's back. He looks. He's going deep. He launches it. It is overshot. He was targeting Douglas. It's overshot. Incomplete. And the Dolphins defense forces a punt. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Quinn Ewers time, baby. All right. Punt. Back to about the 9-yard line. That's going to be returned. Malik tries to make a few men miss. Can't. And he gets tackled down at the 11. All right. It's Quinn time. Can we win with Quinn? We're about to find out, baby. Come on, Quinneth. Come on, Quinton. Let's go. I believe. Come on, Quinn. Listen, I want to shout out the sponsor of this video. If you think you know football, then you need to go ahead and you need to check out Sleeper right now and try to turn your football knowledge into real money with the Sleeper app. It's the ultimate fantasy sports app that can turn game day into payday. Just download the Sleeper app and pick more or less on your favorite players. With more stats than any other daily fantasy app, just choose 2 or more of your favorite players from pregame or live. Pick more or less from the predicted stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money if your picks win. Use promo code Phinside, and you'll get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions do apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Go check out Sleeper today. Shout out to Sleeper. Yeah, Douglas has played like a top 15 guy for sure. For sure at his position. He's been really good. He's been really, really good. Really love what I've seen by Quinn Ewers. And if he can drive them down and tie this game up, huge. Huge. Shout out to Myles Garrett for breaking the sack record today. You know what's crazy too? Sam Darnold joins Tom Brady as the only QB in NFL history to win 14 plus games in 2 straight years. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. All right. Here we go. Come on, Quinny. Come on, Quinn, for the win. Handoff. Jalen Wright. $9:25 left in the second right now. All right. 2nd and 4 after that 6-yard run by Jalen Wright, who's running really hard today. Running really hard. All right. Fake the handoff. And then it's another handoff. They faked it to Ingold and then gave it to Wright. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. All right, Wright comes off. So do Hill and Dulcich. All right. Ollie in there. We're clearly running the football. Motioning goal in the backfield. It's shut down. 1 yard loss. Wow. Why you take Jalen Wright out? Jalen Wright's running real well right now. I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I don't get subbing out Wright, who is running really well today. I don't get that, man. Wasted. Wasted. Well, I'm not going to be mad that they ran the ball 3 times in a row. I just the personnel, like you trot OG3 out, but you take Dolchich and Julian Hill off too. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know about the personnel usage on that play. Tell you this much, we're in business for Dante Moore or Fernando Mendoza, whichever one doesn't go number 1. If the Jets finish with the number 2 pick and let's say the Raiders, they're locked in at 1. If one of those 2 teams trades for Lamar Jackson, all of a sudden, eh? But then they're going to need never mind, because then they'll need a quarterback. Yeah, the dream's dead. If the Jets lose today, the dream's dead. You ain't going to be able to afford to trade up for either guy with those QB needy teams. So you have to wait till 2027 or 2028. Imagine if the Jets trade for Lamar. I think Moore might stay if he thinks he's going to go to the Jets. I know I'd go back. Then all of a sudden it proves us for 2027. Then all of a sudden think of that class and who's available in that class, man. You know, like all of a sudden now that's a damn interesting 2027 class because you got Arch, Dante Moore, Julian Sand, Jaden Maiava, Lenore Sellers, Dylan Raiola, Sam Levitt, Sorsby, Lagway, Darian Mensa, right? Aiden Childs. All of a sudden, that becomes an interesting class. So, even more interesting than it is right now. All right. From the Patriots 31, Drake May, under center, single back, 2x1 receiver set. One yard gain. Yeah, but Messi Maker can come out in 2028, right? And that class is the 2028 class. I mean, look at who the guys are going to be eligible. Sagabatele from Cal, Heinzl from Pitt. You know, there's going to be a lot of guys in that class. Bryce Underwood, Malik Washington, Bear Backmeyer, CJ Carr, you know, Messamaker, like we mentioned. Yeah, and Chambliss coming out this year, though, not next year in 2027. Chambliss, I think he's trying to get more eligibility, but I think he's going to come out this year. But I'm talking about 2027, 2028. But hey, what if Ewers works out? Because if you're waiting for 2027, you know, and you keep McDaniel, that gives Ewers another year. You never know. All right. Drake May in the gun. 3rd and 2. False start. False start. So I'll take it to 3rd and 7. I'm down for Taylor Green on day 2 or day 2. You know, I'm down for Cole Payton on day 2 or day 3. I'm down for, like I said, even if you keep Ewers, take a guy on day 2 or day 3, early day 3 this year. All right, May in the gun. May takes the underneath. It's caught. Oh, just short. Dotson shot him. He's short. He's going to be just short. I would personally, like, I'm still taking a guy in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. You got all those 3rd round compensatory picks. Take a guy in the 3rd. You know? Problem is with how weak this class is, I could see, especially if Dante Moore doesn't come out, I could see guys like, you know, Chambliss and Taylon Green and maybe even a Jalen Daniels getting their draft stock boosted because it's so weak. I think Mateer will go back too. Mateer's another guy who could go back and get better for 2027. Ty Simpson should go back too. I mean, if Ty Simpson and John Mateer go back, you're talking about Julian Sane and Dante Moore. You're talking about Julian Sane, Arch Manning, Dante Moore, Ty Simpson, John Mateer, Jaden Maiava, Lenore Sellers, Dylan Raiola, Sam Levitt, Brandon Swordsby, Darian Mensah, Aiden Childs. Like, that's stacked, man. That is stacked. Holy, that's stacked. Like, whew. You know? Crazy. All right, handoff. Shut down. Turnover on downs. Defense shows up. Wow. Jordan Brooks. Wow. Jordan Brooks is a dog. Let's go. Josh Hoover's committed to Indiana. Wow. They got a good quarterback coming in after Mendoza. Handoff, right, cuts it back, left, inside. Woo, what a run. 9 yards. Paul called with the hold. Handoff, right. Only going to get about 2 balls out. Jalen Wright fumbles. A Patrick Paul face mask negates a big gain, and the next play, a fumble. Man. That's a brutal break. Jalen Wright's been running really hard today, man. So fumble by Jalen Wright. Handoff now by May. Wow. Travion Henderson makes a few men miss and then picks up about 6. Wow. He was definitely not down. Jalen Wright got hit, going for the extra yard, turned over and was in the air when the ball started coming out. I'm not complaining that. Yeah, I know you're talking to the chat, Wayne, but y'all should be happy Mike's running the ball right now, man. He's showing dedication. It's working. Come on, man. That's Wright's first mistake. You can't say this is why Wright doesn't get carries. That's his first mistake this year. Needed 3. Henderson gets about 6. I ain't admitting I'm wrong by Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright's barely been used. I am shocked they're not opening up Ewers a little bit more. That I am shocked. Single back. Fake the handoff. May looks. Throws the screen. Oh, Sealer was there. Instead, Sealer gets blocked in the back with no call. And it's a 7-yard gain. 2:55 left in the first half. I formation. 1-by-1 set. May under center. Timeout on New England. Yeah, that was Jalen Wright's first lost fumble of the season, right? It's only his second lost fumble of his career. I'm not really stressing. All right, offset, strong, right, handoff up the middle. Needed 3, got about 5. Yeah, they didn't charge him for a fumble earlier. They've only charged him with 1 fumble this game so far. Oh, no, they did charge him with 2. I apologize. 1 loss, 2 fumbles. And then he had 1 fumble in 2024 as a rookie. It was against New England. He had a fumble. The second time he played them, not the first time. May, split back gun look, 1-by-2. Oh, and Bradley Chubb got caught. Bradley Chubb on 2nd and 13. Neutral zone infraction. So 2-minute warning, 2:02. 2-minute warning about to pop up. And there you go. 2-minute warning now. It is what it is. We had chances to get back in this, but I'm shocked they're not opening it up a little bit more. But this is what you got right now. You know, Quinn Ewers, he's 8 of 9 for 71 yards. We've ran the ball 17 times. 16 if you take out the Quinn Ewers scramble. Taj Washington, the leading receiver. Look at that. Who's this guy? Who is this guy? The difference, though, look at New England in the rushing. 15 carries for 129 yards. Both teams have, well, the Dolphins have made the mistakes. 2 fumbles, only 1 was recovered. Brutal. Jordan Brooks leading the way with tackles. He's got 7 right now. You look at right now, the Dolphins, that fumble after getting turnover downs is brutal. Neck and neck on first downs. Patriots have 9, Dolphins have 8. Dolphins, they're better on third down so far today. They're 3 for 5 on third down. Patriots 1 for 3. Total yards, Dolphins getting outgained 191 to 132 right now. It's mainly on the ground. Both teams not playing a clean game penalty wise. Dolphins have 3 already. Patriots have 2. Time possession. Dolphins are winning the time possession 15:47 to 12:18. So here we go. 1 by 3 set, 2nd and 8. May in the gun. Underneath, he hits Diggs, and that's going to be a gain about 7 or 6. All right, 3rd and 5. 1:55 left in the second. All right, 3rd and 5. Empty again, 2 by 3. It's a bunch to the right. And it's a first down. Flag on the play, though. So an offensive pass interference on the Patriots. It's going to push that back. 3rd and 15. Hunter Henry gets called for the OPI. All right, 1 by 3 set. May in the gun. Running back to his left. Underneath. Complete. 8-yard gain. And that'll bring up 4th and long. 4th and 7. At the Miami 21. So the field goal unit. All right, field goal. 1:42 left in the second. Blocked! 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 Marshall picks it up. Let's go. Back at the 41. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Zach Sealer with the block. Let's go. Let's go. Zach Sealer with the field goal block. All right. Okay. Here we go. So Quinn Ewers in the offense are about to get the ball back with about 1:31 left in the second. And they are going to have the ball at the New England 40. So plenty of time. Plenty of time. Good field position. Let's do this. And you got one timeout. Quinn time. Let's go, Quinn. Yeah, it's been a blessing having Crossman gone, hasn't it, Ballholic? Let's go. Let's get this dub. I believe. All right, let's go. Ewers in the gun. 3-by-1. Ewers. That's a what? What? How is that on a flag? All right, 2nd and 10. Ewers moves, spins, sacked. Couldn't get away. The interior was compromised. Ewers pumped, tried to get away, couldn't, and got sacked. Yeah. Ewers tried to go through his reads. By the time he got to his third, well, really, when he got to the middle of the field, it started breaking down. He had to spin off of it, and he got sacked. Bro, what do you mean get it to a check down? He couldn't. What's he gonna do? He tried to get to his second read in the middle of the field, and the pressure came. This guy. All right, 3rd and 17. All right, Quinn in the gun. Trips right, sorry. Screen. Good blocking. Jalen Wright down inside the 35, down to about the 33.5-yard line. Fourth and 3. Just take the points. You guys saw what Patrick Paul looked like in year 1. Jonah will be fine in year 2. All right, timeout, and they're going to be kicking the field goal. Jonah will be fine. He's already shown to be really good in run sets. He'll get better in pass pro. He'll be fine. All right. I'm not worried. All right, here we go. Patterson for 52 yards. Good. Yeah, Liam, like, that's the difference between Liam and Jonah. Like, you see a foundation with Jonah. When Liam got here, you didn't see a foundation. You know, like, you see the foundation in the run game with Jonah. You see why they put up with the struggles of him in pass pro, because of the flashes he's shown in run sets. Liam didn't have that. Liam was like, he couldn't run block. He couldn't pass block. It was just a shit show. Shout out to Elias. I appreciate you. You know what I want to do? A couple things. Number one, first things first. All right. I want to let all of you guys know, because I keep it open. I haven't really done a good job of reminding you guys. I've mentioned it like twice. I'll post it to what's it called? I'll post it to the YouTube channel as well. But I do want to remind everyone, because I haven't done a good job of reminding you guys at all. I am running a contest. If you download the Sleeper app, if you sign up using code Phinside, if you deposit a minimum of $10 and you send a screenshot of the deposit to Phinside The NFL at gmail.com, you will then be entered to win one of 3 prizes. There'll be Dolphins house slippers. It'll be a Jalen Waddle Knights at the Rock t-shirt, or a team set of 2020 Don Ross. So be entered into that giveaway by following those steps. All right. That's number one. Number two, if you really want to support a worthy cause, if you got a New Year resolution that you want to be a good person, then go support Clean the World. All right. Clean the World works with over 8,300 hospitality partners to divert their soap bars and plastic amenities from landfills and recycle the collected soap into new bars. By doing so, Clean the World helps reduce pollution, save water, and decrease the carbon footprint of thousands of hotels globally while helping improve the lives of women, children, and communities. Since its established in 2009, Clean the World has distributed over 80 million bars of soap. Their organization has also diverted 9 million pounds of plastic amenity bottles and over 29 million pounds of total waste from landfills and helped Clean the World Foundation provide an estimated 17 billion individual hand washes and those in need across the globe. By recycling soap and other discarded hygiene products, Clean the World saves lives with items that traditionally end up in landfills. You can donate or even help to volunteer Clean the World's cause at cleantheworld.org. All right. Short kick returned back to about the 32-yard line with about 24 seconds left. All right. May in the gun. 2x1 set. May takes beyond the sticks to Keyshawn Booty for about a 13-yard gain on the right side. Shout out to Elias. Comes through and says favorite Dolphins channel, bar none. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you for the support. All right. Booty. Making our defense look like booty. 3x1 set. May in the gun. May steps up in the pocket, takes off. Legs are under him. He's running. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 11 seconds left. Really good awareness because he was in the middle of the field. So the ball is on the Miami 41. They have no timeouts, either team. All right. From the Miami 41. May in the gun. Running back to his left. 2x2. He looks. He takes his time. He's got protection. No pass rush. All protection. And he throws it away with 3 seconds left. So now they're going to come out and they are going to attempt a 59-yarder. This is going to be a 59-yard attempt. $59 yards. It's good. And there you go. That'll take us into halftime. There's no time left on the clock. So the Dolphins are down by a touchdown, but they will get the ball to start the second half. So, hey, let's go. We get the ball back to start the second half, so it ain't over yet. It ain't over. It ain't over. Right now, for all you wondering, Kansas City is losing. So the Chiefs are losing. Remember, we need the Chiefs to win. And they are losing 6-3. We got a baseball game against the Vegas Raiders. Other scores around the league. Denver's up 10-0 over the Chargers. Rams are up 16-6 over the Cardinals. Washington up 10-7 at half over Philly. Buffalo's up 21-0 over the Jets. So the Jets are going to lock in that number 2 pick if they lose. Jets are about to lock in the number 2 pick. Crazy. I mean, imagine if you were the Colts starting off the season 8-2 and then going 0-7 the rest of the way. Jeez. Imagine that. That's brutal. Quinn Ewers, though, man, he's looked really good. In a thin QB class and with so many holes to fill. He's looked better and better with every performance. I'm surprised they're just not opening them up a little bit more just to find out what you have, right? Like that's kind of shocking me a little bit. I'd be opening it up a little bit more just to see what I have. Especially if you know you're going to be back, no? Guys and gals, listen, there is over 300 of you in the chat. We've got about 138 likes. Let's get this up to 200 likes. We need 62 more likes. Let's reach that. Let's make that our current like goal. Let's get 62 more likes. Listen, ain't no way the Miami Dolphins should be drafting Diego Pavea, let alone in the first round. He's not going to go in the first round. That guy's going on day 3. Guy's like 5'8", 5'9". He's clearly lying about his height massively. I mean, no. Much better options. I think that would be worth taking a developmental roll of the dice on. Much better options outside, If I can get outside day 1, if I can get Garrett Nussmeier in the 3rd, that would be intriguing. Trinidad Chambliss in the 2nd or 3rd, all day over that. Jalen Daniels, if I can get him in like the 4th or 5th. Sawyer Robinson, if I can get him in the 4th or 5th. Taylor Green, if I can get him in the 2nd or 3rd. Much more interesting to me than going for a guy like that. I'm sorry, Diego Pavea, no go. No, that's a no-go for me, dog. Guy's like 5'8". I don't want Carson Beck. I don't think Carson Beck's very good. I think Carson Beck is a decent college quarterback. But I'd be targeting a guy from 2nd to 4th. But we got to see how everything plays out at GM and head coach first. Because I'll tell you this much: even with Ewers flashing, if you bring in a new GM and he brings in a new head coach, politics are going to get in the way for Ewers. I'm telling you right now. They're going to want to bring in their own guy. We know how this works. Because everything is going to change. Everything is going to change. Now, if it is McDaniel here, then yeah, that's Ewers' best chance. But if Ewers is gone, I'm sorry, if McDaniel is gone, I don't like Ewers' chances. Tua's gone, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about it in the post show. Tua's gone. He ain't going to be back. Cam Miller, is he any good? I had him as my QB 13. If you guys went and watched my big board and you follow my big boards, I'll read you what my write-up on Cam Miller was if you want to hear my write-up on Cam Miller. Let me just pull up my QB big board here. I had him QB 13. So this is what I wrote about him. Cam Miller. I had Dylan Gabriel at 12, so I didn't have him that far off from Dylan Gabriel. Anyways, Miller's just under 6'1", 215, able to extend the play and create out of structure. Could be a sleeper in this draft if he goes to the right environment, gets some further development to his game. Pretty good decision maker, takes care of the football, only throwing 4 interceptions in each of his last 2 seasons. Limited his turnover-worthy plays at North Dakota State, having only 14 over the last 2 seasons. He can make plays with his legs, amassing 1,260 rushing yards and 25 rushing TDs the last 2 seasons at North Dakota State. I think he has good velocity on his throws, snappy, compact, quick release. Miller shows above average anticipation and timing, while his mechanics and footwork is actually more consistently good than sloppy. The problem is his arm strength is average at best. Doesn't have the arm talent to make a lot of off-platform throws. Needs to move his eyes more. Doesn't come from a strong progression-based offense. And ball placement needs improvement, and I'm not a big fan of his deep ball ability. What I mean by needs to move his eyes more is he locks in on receivers too much. So that was my write-up for him this offseason. So that's what I saw from Cam Miller. But he's a project. Again, if McDaniel's not here, is Cam Miller even going to be here? So I don't know. Yeah, he's mobile, but I'm telling you, if you want a guy to go watch, you can get him outside. You'll be able to get him in the 3rd or 4th probably, unless he just obliterates the combine. Cole Payton. You know who Cole Payton reminds me of? I keep talking about him here on this channel. He reminds me of like a better athlete, but not far off from where Wentz was as a passer in terms of rawness coming out. Yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up on Cam Miller. At best, he's a developmental guy. Ewers is the one that might be the hit. And I think, if McDaniel's back and Ewers, why keep 2 around? Go draft a guy in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, add him to the room and roll with that. That's what I'd do. But I don't think Tua is going to be back. We'll talk about it in depth on the post game. Don't worry. I think they thought Nick Westbrook-Ikini would be better in terms of blocking and getting open. No, I think Darnold was better coming out of USC than Quinn. But I could see, like, if you want to say, is Quinn a poor man, Darnold? I really like Darnold. I remember his pro day throwing in the rain when Quinn was coming out. I just think Quinn went to the worst situation possible. Yeah, Tua ain't coming back, people. It's over. I think they designated him as a post June 1st cut. But I don't think he'll be competing for a spot on this team next year. He'll be somewhere else. It is what it is, man. When that happens, I'll have a Patreon update, and you guys will understand why I've been the way I've been for the last really long time. You know, how long has it been? I mean, I wanted to move off him for Jackson Dart last year. This year, I was even more over it, and you guys it'll all make sense when you hear what I know. Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson, that's tough. Give me either. Give me either. I want either. I'll tell you guys what I know about the Tua situation when he's out of the town. Just like I'll tell you all what I know about McDaniel when he's out of town. Man, Tate is the best route runner in the draft. Jordan Tyson is just the tools, man. I don't know. I'd take either one. I'd take either one. Well, because why wait? Because I gotta wait till he's out. Pretty much isn't he's out. Yeah, that wide receiver class, it's stacked, man. That wide receiver class is like no joke this year. There's a bunch of guys, like Chris Bell, Jacoby Lane. I like Skylar Bell out of Connecticut. I mean, Omar Cooper's coming on people's radars right now. I think Zachariah Branch from Georgia. That's an interesting day tour. That's an interesting third or fourth round option. Are you kidding me? You get that guy in the third or fourth round. Let's go. All right. Dolphins are receiving to start the second half, and it is out of the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Listen, shout out to Penn. She gifted 5 Phinside The NFL memberships. Sackman, Lily Vids, Pro Special, Supreme Royal, Greatest Ghost, all receive those. Shout out to Penn. Man, she's out there in Australia. It's morning for her, I think, right now. Up on a Monday morning watching this game. Ewers fakes the handoff, goes deep. It's underthrown. There's a flag on the play. Yep. Taj Washington. The ball was underthrown, but Taj Washington was being held. His jersey was being held. That's a pass interference. Yeah, that's a pass interference. 110%. Ball was underthrown, but that's a pass interference. So there we go. Come on. Bring me to the promised land, Quinn. Let's go, Quinn. Come on, Quinn. And there is a bunch of confusion, a bunch of movement. And it is nailed as a false start. Paul just racking up the penalties today. All right. Toss to right, and it is swallowed up. All right. 2nd and 22. Just get a little bit back at a time. All right. Ewers. And it is a screen to the other side, and it is going to be a gain of like 6. 3rd and 16. Malik Washington. I mean, I don't know why we're just not dropping him back and letting him rip. Like, drop him back and let him rip. All right, 3rd and 17. Quinn in the gun. Empty set. 2x3 after the Dulcich motion to the left. And he's back. Dulcich with the screen underneath. Dulcich got space. He's got a first down. He needed 17 and he got almost 20. Let's go. Okay. All right. Ollie Gordon, strong pistols, the running back. It's handed off to him. He gets the left side edge and he gets 9 yards. All right. Let's go. Dolphins driving. 2nd and 1 now. Ball on the New England 16-yard line. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Clavon Chiason's down for the Patriots right now. All right. We're driving, man. We are driving. All right. So right now there is 12:33 left in the third. The Dolphins will be on the New England 16, 2nd and 1, down by 7. Putting together a good drive here. 4 plays, 49 yards, 2 minutes and 27 seconds have been taken up so far. Really started off well with that DPI drawn by Taj Washington, who, crazy enough, Taj Washington, the number 2 receiver in this game right now, 26 yards on 2 receptions. Greg Dulcich, with that 20-yard gain he just had on the screen, is now leading receiver for the Dolphins. All right. 2nd and 1. The Dolphins have not been good on short yardage today, or really at any point in the Mike McDaniel era, let's be honest. Ewers, under center, single back, 1x2 set. Toss, right side. Cut back inside. Jalen Wright, he fights for it. And he gets it after the initial contact. He almost got stood up, but he bounced off the defender. And it would have been at the line of scrimmage, but he bounced off the tackle attempt and busted it out for a few more yards. All right. Ewers under center. 2x1. Fakes the handoff. Bootlegs to his left. On the move. Overthrew. It looked like he was targeting Theo Weiss and he overthrew it. There's a flag on the play. And Patrick Paul will be flagged for ineligible downfield. It looks like he was targeting Theo Weiss. Yeah, he was targeting Theo Weiss. And it was a little too high for him. I think it was ahead of Weiss. Looked like he was targeting Weiss to me. Really wanted that game tying drive. Tough break. It did look like he was targeting Weiss to me and sailed it a bit while on the move. Really wanted that game tying. I wanted to play spoiler. Especially, I mean, Kansas City ain't going to win. Let's be real. Man, Matthew Golden finished his rookie season with 361 yards and 0 touchdowns. Wow. I knew I wasn't high on him like others were. I said that he was being vastly overrated. Yeah, you were just pushing it for the touchdown. All right, May. Bootlegs to the right off the play action. Takes the underneath. Hunter Henry is just gashes Miami up the seam. Wow. Huge gain. 29 yards to the New England 49 from the 20. Unbelievable. So the play action opens it up. He pulls the defenders to the right. Both Dotson and Biggers. Frees up Hunter underneath. He just blows up the seam, and there you go. Strong offset, left eye, formation. May fakes the handoff, then gives it to Stevenson up the middle, and he gains about, 3 yards? So that'll be at the Miami 48 now, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 10:35 remaining in the third quarter. Split back gun look. Motion. Make it a 1-by-1 set. May pumps. Takes off. And he's going to be just short of the first down marker. It was 2nd and 7. He scrambled for about 6. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the Miami 42-yard line. All right, I formation. It's tight. Only a single receiver to the left. Bounces off the pile to Stevenson, and he busted out up the left side. 20-yard run. Needed 1 yard, got 20. So now they'll bring up 1st and 10 on the Miami 22. Multiple defenders, including Bradley Chubb, got a piece of Stevenson, but just couldn't bring him down. Rasul Douglas got sealed off. There you go. So 1st and 10, handoff. Henderson, he goes up the middle for about 6. And it takes 3 Dolphin defenders, including Jason Marshall, trying to strip the ball to take him down. 2nd and 4, Miami 16. All right. 2nd and 4 for the Miami 16. Split back gun look. 1-by-1 set. Motion the tight end to the left side. 1 yard run from Henderson up the middle to about the 15-yard line. And that should bring up 3rd and about 3. 8 minutes left in the 3rd right now. All right. Empty backfield, 2-by-3. May takes it. Goes to the right corner, and he's got Stevenson, and that is a touchdown. And that is that. Look at Dotson in coverage. So much space. Oh. All right. Extra point. It's good. Can't afford to lose a turnover battle with a rookie QB like in his 3rd start. And quite frankly, you know, half of our turnovers have come from him. Yeah, we got 2, but that interception. Can't throw that interception, man. You know, you had the underneath. You had 2 underneath options. Decided not to make it. Decided to throw that interception. Not good. Not good. So Quinn did not doing himself any favors on that last drive at all. Period. And now this is what it looks like. Quinn Ewers he's only thrown 3 incompletions. He's 11 of 14. Right? Remember, he also had the touchdown pass that Cedric Wilson Jr. should have caught in the back of the end zone that ended up a turnover on downs. Let's also remember that, right? So he's 11 of 14, 109, one touchdown, one pick. Jalen Wright, 13 carries, 23 yards. He's averaging 1.8 yards per carry. Run game is not good right now. Jalen Wright also has 2 fumbles and lost one of them. Greg Dulcich, your leading receiver, had that big screen for 20 yards. Taj Washington, number 2 receiver. Jordan Brooks, 8 tackles. Tyrell Dodson, 6. Just getting owned on the ground. They have 21 carries for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just getting owned on the ground. Ramondre Stevenson is averaging 18 yards a carry. Trevon Henderson is averaging 4.6 yards per carry. Drake May, when he uses his legs, it's averaging 8.3 yards per carry. Passing first down, I mean, look, total first downs 14 to 11 for the Patriots. Just not good. Getting outgained 307 to 168. But yeah, we're winning time and possession. All right. You got to open up Quinn at some point. All right. Return back to about the 29 off the kickoff. Got 7:22 left in the third. All right, let's go. Handoff, left side. We're still handing it off. Okay. Ollie Gordon gains about a yard. Open it up, man. Jesus. You're down by 14 with 7 in the third. Let's see what Quinn's got, man. All right. Single back. Motion Hill to the right. They're handing it off again. Okay. Why are we handing this ball off? We're past establishing the run, Mike. We're down by 14 in the final game of the season with nothing to gain here. So 3rd and 6. All right. Ewers in the gun, slant, and Weiss Jr. gets the first down. Whoever in the chat called a 3rd and 7 slant, you're dead on. You're dead on. All right. May under center, single back. Tight formation, just a tight stack to the right. They motion Taj out of that stack. Fake the handoff. Quinn steps up. Wow, I'm surprised there was no call on that. Quinn Ewers was bumped. The throw was low, but Theo Weiss was bumped from behind. Second and 10. from the 41-yard line of Miami. Quinn, I formation. 2 receivers split to the left. Fakes the handoff. Quinn almost gets picked off. Tried to layer it over the linebacker Gibbons. Didn't put enough juice under it, and it almost got picked. All right, Quinn in the gun. You were sacked. Jonah beat. Punt. Man, that's a small guy. You should be popping him, Jonah. His feet. Look at his feet, his base. He wasn't ready for that. He got turned. Well, it is what it is. Another third quarter where we're not going to have points. You just can't ignore how bad this team has been coming out of halftime and in third quarters this year. I better not see a statement released by Ross showing his support for McDaniel as soon as the game ends. All right, 4:24 left in the third. Oh, wow. May, well, just throws a strike in there to Hunter Henry, and that is a big gain. $16 yards, I believe. Right up the right side. So the ball at the Miami 47 now. All right. 3:45, May in the gun. 2x1 set. May back. Ball's out quick underneath. And that is a 6-yard gain to Stephon Diggs to the Miami 41. God, I love Drake May coming out. Just painful. Man, this was the Drake May fan channel when he was coming out. And now he's dicing us. 2nd and 4, handoff up the middle. Stevenson, 6 yards. Under 3 minutes left. Another first down. And that is to the Miami 35-yard line. I formation, May under center. One receiver to the left, just one. Heavy set. Handoff, Stevenson up the middle. Wow. He's gone. Wow. The Dolphins are getting dog walked. That's how you're going to end the season, Mike. 35-yard touchdown. Wow. This is crazy. Extra point is good. You know, can I say this? The good Lord really wanted to test Stephen Ross's loyalty to Mike McDaniel on this Sunday, on the first Sunday. I mean, how does Ross react to a blowout to end the season? Good Lord really wanted to test Stephen Ross's loyalty to McDaniel today. The first Sunday of 2026. Wow. Wow. And here's the return. McDaniel Ewers under center, single back, motion, Ingold in, steps back, he's going deep, and Taj Washington trips the defender. I don't know. I think he thought he was going to be drawing an OPI. I don't think that was going to happen. I mean, DPI. That was an OPI, if anything. All right. Under center. Ewers fakes a handoff. Screen. Ollie Gordon, nowhere. Oh, no, he bounced off. It's supposed to be a loss of about 4 or 5, and he ends up gaining about 2 or 3. All right. Ewers in the gun, trips bunch to the right, one split to the left. Running back to his right is Ollie. Ewers pumps, takes off, gets sacked. Lost about 3 yards. It is over. The new GM should probably fire them all. All right, we're going to the 4th quarter in like 40 seconds. Maybach steps up on the move, wide open. Wow. Stephon Diggs. $34 yards, and that'll end the 3rd quarter. Down to the Miami 17. Absolutely brutal. Looks like they're going to score again and go up by 28. You know what's funny is I didn't have my matchup to watch for this game. It wasn't, if you'll remember the previous show, it wasn't McDaniel. Sorry, it wasn't Ewers versus May. It was McDaniel versus Vrabel. McDaniel's getting out coached just from top to bottom right now. The new GM should clean house. I agree. Getting blown out. You gotta ask yourself what's gonna happen, right? Like what is going to be the move for Ross if he's watching his team get blown out to end the season? Absolutely brutal. I would have loved, for them to go out with some effort, but apparently that was too much to ask for. All right, fake the handoff. Wow. This guy gets it away. Chubb had the sack on May, who got it away and made the completion. Second and 5. Shovel pass to Henry, and that'll gain a couple. All right, Drake May back. Looks, takes off up the middle. Slides down to about the 2-yard line. Here come more points. All right. Henderson in. Getting absolutely pumped. Getting absolutely pumped. Like, wow. Getting absolutely pumped. Killing me right now. I just don't know how. Like I don't know how he survives this, but he's going to. He's going to. I really hope they let the new GM decide. Because the word on the street is that the new GM it's gonna be Ross's say. And only the people around Ross are gonna be able to influence him. Not holding my breath though. All right, the kickoff. Touchback. So disappointing. I had hope for competitiveness, and it's all gone. All gone. Out the window. All right, toss right side. Ollie Gordon back to the line of scrimmage. Not much more. Look at that on the road. Under the road, under Mike McDaniel, the Dolphins are 12-21. Turnover differential -24. Wow. Single back. Toss. Jalen Wright goes nowhere. Shut down. Completion underneath to Washington. Just to the line of scrimmage, shut down, goes nowhere. Bailey, the kick that's fair caught at about the 32. This is not pretty. Dobbs is coming in. May is out. Oh boy. The new GM should just clean house, man. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, this is so sad. The fact that we have to, like, even anticipate another year of McDaniel. Just fucking rip the Band-Aid off. I can't go another year of this. I just can't go through another year of this, man. You know, another year going through that knowing you've reached a dead end. I can't. Just rip the Band-Aid off, man. Dobbs overthrows the deep shot. Painful. Shout out to Cash Lions. Gifted 5 Phinside The NFL memberships. Appreciate you, sir. Nathan says, thanks for all the hard work and greatest content, even though this team is a disaster. Man, I don't even... That's one of the hardest things is being a content creator and knowing you got to go through another off season and potential season with a dead end coach. That's tough, man. Ross hates his own team if he doesn't blow it up. Yeah, I've said maybe he's a masochist. Maybe he's a masochist. I don't know. Enjoys pain. Man, the Bears are fun to watch. All right, Ewers. He hits Theo Weiss, and that is a first down and a little bit more. All right, Ewers tries to hit Ingle in the backfield. I don't know if he caught that before he went out of bounds. All right, Ewers in the gun, takes a snap, flushed out on 3rd and 7, and he's sacked again. Down at the 19, he's holding his knee. I don't know if he's hurt. All right, punt. So fair catch by Chisholm at the New England 31. .747 left in the fourth. I mean, just take us out behind the shed already. Grown man vlog. I like Chambliss a lot. The only thing that's going to be a knock on him is his size. But I like Chambliss a lot. And he's got something that we talk about on his channel. He's got that winner's DNA, it looks like. And you either got that or you don't. May under center, 1-by-1. Single back. Handoff, up the middle. Oh, boy. Tua didn't really have winner's DNA. Tua didn't really have winner's DNA. He won a national championship coming in. If you remember, this was Dolphin fans' biggest knock on him coming out was, remember, he won the national championship as a backup. As a starter, he didn't win as a national championship. He lost to Trevor Lawrence. You know, as a starter, he didn't win. No, we used to say Tua needed to develop that in the fourth quarter, that he didn't have that. Sawyer Robinson can take a beating. He's a big guy. Chambliss won a national championship with D2 schools before he went here. He transferred to Ole Miss. So Chambliss has starting reps before Ole Miss. Right? Because he was at Ferris State. And they won twice. He won twice at Ferris State. And he won the second time they won in 2024. He was a starter. Threw for like 3,600 yards. 2,900. He threw for 3,600 yards this year in the SEC. Threw for 2,900 last year at Ferris State, and they won. Diego Pavea is 5'8", bro. There's not a discussion to have about Diego Pavea. And where is Chambliss right now? And where is Pavea right now? Also, Chambliss is doing what he's doing in the SEC. Is remind me right now what conference Vanderbilt's in. The SEC, right? And who made the playoffs and who didn't? It's right there. So they play in the same conference, and whose team went farther? Five minutes left until the season is finally done. Holy jeez. Ewers fakes the toss, pressure comes, throws it into the feet of Ollie Gordon. Trinidad Chambliss out here beating number 3 Georgia. Diego Pavea out here can't beat 23 Iowa. On top of that, he's 5'8". Ain't no way he's 6 feet. Quinn Ewers in the gun. The 3x1 set. Zach Wilson hit as he makes the throw. Zach Wilson getting smoked. Pavia needs to be like the second coming of Doug Flutie to even stand a chance. And the guy, I think he knows he's not gonna. I think he knows he's gonna go undrafted because he's fighting to get more eligibility. Russ, this is a bad enough whooping where I don't know how Ross doesn't look at this. No, you weren't. You're saying the whole argument was, bro, dude. The whole argument was winner's DNA. The whole argument was about winner. I said Chambliss has that winner's DNA, and then you started going off. Now my thing is, okay, so where's Pavea's winner's DNA? Where has he shown that? He hasn't shown that at all. Whereas Chambliss just beat number 3 Georgia, and when he was at Ferris State, he won a national championship as a starter. So I'm saying there's evidence for Chambliss's winner's DNA. You're going off about Pavea when there's no evidence of him having a winner's DNA. So I don't know what we're talking about here. And I'm saying they're both in the SEC, and one guy's beating Georgia and the other guy can't. Like, what was Pavea's biggest win? He beat a beat up LSU team this year that ended up firing their head coach. He didn't beat a top 5 team like Chambliss did, especially in the playoffs. And overthrow over the middle of the field by Dobbs. He looked terrible against Tennessee. They're a top 20 team. Yeah, Chambliss is smaller. They're both small guys. Chambliss ain't gonna be 6'1". He's probably gonna be 6 foot. But Chambliss got that poise, man. I don't think he's 6'1" like what he's listed as. .228 left in the fourth. May under center. Single back. Dobbs under center. Single back. Rolls out to his right. Complete to the line of scrimmage. That's that. If KC wins and we lose, we get the 10th pick. Yep. KC right now is down by 2. They have the ball though. But I think they just punted, didn't they? Or are they getting the ball? No, they're getting the ball thrown 23. Yeah. So we need a field goal. We need a field goal. So if the Chiefs get a field goal and this score holds, we get the 10th overall pick. I'm down. It's about the small victories at this point. Let's be real. Need that field goal. Need that field goal. Man, it's tough to be a Dolphin fan, I tell you. Holy jeez. Immediately following the game, though, you can be sure we're going to discuss McDaniel. We're going to discuss Tua, all of it in depth. Go check out the post-game show. They're going to score points. $1:49 left, and they are driving on us. So they are in victory formation. Wow. They're just going to kneel out and end the season on us. That is that. Post-game show. I mean, at this point, I'll tell you, the post-game show is going to be a lot of whoever's in charge needs to clean house, man. You know, like flat out, whoever's in charge needs to clean house. Let's be real here. And I don't expect to hear anything tonight regarding the head coaching spot. Let's be real. Absolutely ugly. Absolutely ugly. Dolphins get absolutely annihilated. That's how they go out. Shout out to Swamp Donkey Crypto. He says, until next year, great content and a double-digit loss season. I mean, shout out to all you that suffered through the season with me. Shout out to all of you that donated. Just, man, we deserve better than this. 25 years without a playoff win. And only a few years ago, we thought we were on the right track. And here we are, right back to square one. It's honestly depressing. It's honestly depressing. Dolphins take it on the chin the way they had a lot during the season. Who would have thought we would have peaked during this McDaniel era by hanging 70 plus up on the Broncos? And now look at this. Now look at this. And I remember when I went on Taron Armstead's channel earlier this year and I went on my rant and you could tell Armstead was taken aback. I didn't speak anything wrong, man. This team has got problems. And the most depressing part is if they're running it back with McDaniel, because guess what? How are you going to find hope when it's dead end? Shout out to Lemony Crawdad. I appreciate you, sir. Brutal. Just painful. Just painful. Just painful to be a Dolphin fan. I'll tell you that much. Join us live. I'm going to be live in a few minutes. It says 7:30, but I'll start earlier than that. Smash that like button. Over 350 of you in the chat. We're going to go live for the post-game show in just a few minutes. So make sure you tune in, all right? Fins up as far as they can be. And we'll see y'all in a few minutes.